The advice I would have to young cinematographers is that this is not a competition. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not a sport. We're not playing a sport. This is life. This is not. It's not a game, you know. And take every opportunity to do your best. And don't be distracted nor persuaded by somebody else's opinion of what is and what isn't. You know, you're the only person that can determine what is and what isn't.
Bradford was not someone who loved filmmaking when he was a kid. I had been doing this since high school or something. No, no. In fact, he didn't start studying filmmaking until he attended Howard University. When I first heard about him, it was when the film Selma came out. I didn't know anything about his previous work until I started researching. But when Selma came out, that's when I started hearing a lot of buzz about him, and just hearing him and hearing what he has to say in terms of his goal, in terms of just being a cinematographer. I thought it was very insightful. Every cinematographer is different. Every artist is different, and they do projects with their own unique flair. But Bradford was someone who believed that film was a gateway to your life. Film should be about life itself. It's a way to express yourself. And it's not about being competitive or saying that I'm better than you. No, it was never about that. Film to him is all about just doing something great and feeling great about yourself and what you have achieved. The film that really brought my attention to his work was the film The Arrival. The Arrival wasn't just a typical sci-fi film. It was a film that basically was setting up a story that we as human beings tend to always respond to something we don't know with violence. And here we have these bunch of scientists, instead of using force, they tried to understand them, tried to communicate with them, trying to learn from them. And hopefully they could come to a peaceful resolution. The film itself was basically trying to show us as human beings how we tend to deal with each other. That's what Bradford was trying to say, that in this film kind of almost mimics humanity, is that when we deal with each other, we tend to fight. We tend to struggle. We don't tend to try to cooperate. And that's pretty much what I got from this film. The films Selma and Pariah deals not just understanding of one's differences, but of acceptance. The main theme, man versus society, how people can hate those who are different even though they are the same. Selma, taking place in 1965 during the Selma protests led by Martin Luther King Jr., was a time of change, and that change was threatening the status quo, especially in the South, which led to violence and mistreatment of many black people. Pariah deals with a young black female discovering her sexuality. While she is trying to figure out who she is also afraid that her family and friends will shun her.
Style, this kind of style. Can you tell us, do you see difference in your style and therefore to approach to visual structure in your works? Or because some DPs, you can recognize, okay, it's him.
I mean, ultimately, it's something I wrestle with every day. But I think I would hope that when people see my work, what they see is an attempt to take everyday sort of subdue, mundane human experiences in storytelling, in film, and help my ability or my attempt to help turn them into extraordinary moments.